Hey guys, it's Dutchess. Those of you who don't know me, I'm Dutchess. This is my channel, Dutchess Divinity, and we do lots of stuff here, but we're doing daily tarot. I already said my prayer, I already set my intention, so let's get right into it. Spirit, what messages do you have for those watching? Okay, so we have the Magician, the Page of Cups, the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles. We also have the Queen of Pentacles, I am Authority of Manifestation. We have the Victorious One, I am Self-Mastery. We have the Eight of Swords, I am Interference. And we have the Doer, I am Light. We also have the Time Guardian, number 7, you have time. We have Lady Tatiana, number 5, be joyful. And we have Gwyn and Eloise, attunement. So the first thing I want to say is that right now it feels like choices, and it feels like there are so many things that are out of our control on a macrocosmic level and a microcosmic level. So I did some work with my therapist yesterday, and she was breaking things down to me to basically understand that when we go through trauma, when we go through suffering, and when we go through difficulty, and we can honestly say collectively as a globe, as a planet, we've gone through intertangled and global trauma together. And so when we have that experience, the conscious brain can understand when the situation is over, but the subconscious brain can't. And I think because we've been kept in such a collective state of upheaval and confusion and collective karma, trauma, and upset, it's been really triggering those internal wounds that are connected to old traumas that are in fact not still happening. They may be happening in other avenues around the world, like with just children experiencing abuse or different things like that. That's obviously still happening somewhere, but whatever happened to you is not still happening to you in this third dimension in time and space. She was explaining to me to look at things not only through the lens of a healer, because she's like a Reiki practitioner, a therapist, and now she's doing work in this like scientific hypnosis, like conscious, subconscious training. It's new, I guess. And she's like, and it's so simple, it's so amazing. You don't have to relive any of the pain or the suffering of the trauma or whatever. And it's like, she was saying that when we look at things through a scientific lens, then that's not happening right now, right? But your brain is programmed in a certain way to keep you alive, so the subconscious brain never quite catches up to the conscious brain. So we have to actively retrain the subconscious in order for it to understand that we're no longer need to be living in like our primitive mind and lizard brain. And so because of this, so many things in our life are out of our control. So many things are not truly a choice. So she was talking to me about why I chose something as simple as the outfit that I wore that day. I couldn't have made a different choice in that moment because I am a collection of all the experiences that I've had throughout my entire life that make me act in the ways that I do. It's one thing to understand this and try to just improve your like form of life and improve your quality of life, but it's another thing when you like place blame and guilt and all this meaning on like mistakes and stuff that you've made, like no one's saying don't take responsibility. I'm saying yes, take responsibility, but don't assign all this unnecessary pain and meaning and punishment to the situations that you're taking responsibility for. And it helped me so much to hold forgiveness in my heart, knowing that like so much of the time when people hurt us, it's like really not even a choice. It's like they're acting out of everything they've ever known and the way that their brain functions due to the way they've been raised. And so it helped me to like not feel so personally attacked and like betrayed by certain things that I've been trying to like forgive and heal. And it also made me forgive and heal within myself and understand that like there's so much in life that we just don't have a choice about, and we're doing our best making the choices through like our false free will. Like we're just doing the best that we can. And what you do have a choice about is how you perceive things, right? And so with all of that, that's what I'm getting at with this. With the Magician, the Page of Cups, and the Sun, it's like you're making a choice today to perceive things in a different light. You're making a choice also to remove yourself from a situation or an energy that maybe wasn't serving you. Now this fish is falling out of the cup. Should a fish be in a cup? No. That's not even my tiny beta fish need a tank. So it's like you were moving out of a less than ideal situation, and you might hit the ground on the sand, like, or you did hit the ground on the sand, especially with the Ten of Swords right here. It was like this fall from the cup to the ground, but then that fish is going to flop back into the ocean, which is going to be a much more agreeable space for that fish than that tiny cup, right? And this moving on or spreading out or letting go is actually kind of shocking for the people around you, or even yourself. You could have even shocked yourself by this major leap that you're taking and this turnaround. But this major leap and turnaround you're taking in faith is exactly what's manifesting your happiness forward, and it's aiding in the work that you've been doing, not only for the collective, but for yourself. And if you've been trying to manifest something, it's aiding in that dream that you're manifesting. And here with the Sun, it's like finally coming to a state of surrender and peace. And like it right now is about being in the moment. I really can't stress that enough. It's about being in the moment and finding joy and peace in the moment, even when that moment isn't exactly joyful or peaceful. It's about finding the little things and finding what you can be grateful about, because the more gratitude we hold in our heart, the easier it is to just deal. The easier it is to deal with life. I see the wheel is finally turning out of a time of a lot of confusion, heartbreak, upset, letdown, pain, suffering, just all this negative energy here with the Ten of Swords. It's like the wheel is finally turning out of that, and Spirit's saying that you wouldn't be the person you are today. You wouldn't have the independent thinking mind that you have today if you didn't go through everything here with the Ten of Swords. My tailbone is like stiff, so maybe get some exercise today and work on that Kundalini energy as well. All of this was necessary. It was all part of like bringing you to where you needed to be in order to gain your independence of thought and independence of self, especially in relationships, your interpersonal relationships, whether it's friend, family, or lover. And then here with the Queen of Pentacles, I am authority of manifestation and I am self-mastery. Spirit's saying right now you're learning self-mastery, and we do have the lion here and the crown of thorns like Yeshua, but also like Lyrian energy, Lyrian starseed energy. We have the little shadow creature here and the shadow work that's being worked on, but this is the strength card. And so it's about learning to find comfort in the discomfort, like I was just saying, because when we think of the traditional strength card, there's a balance and equilibrium of both strength and gentleness, right? Because if that woman in the strength card is too rough with that lion, that lion could literally eat her. But if she's too soft with that lion could also literally eat her. So it's like about a balance, right? And also your manifestation is coming. The only thing that's holding you out of your manifestation is the self-mastery of mind. The only thing that can interfere with the Eye of Interference and the Eight of Swords, the only thing that can interfere with your manifestation is your own anxiety and worry, and accidentally creating all these alternate timelines through your own fear that like they wouldn't even exist if you didn't get spooked into thinking of them in the first place. She's spooked. I am master light. You have to you have to overpower and alchemize the fear and anxiety with light and also with knowledge. There's nothing more like reassuring than understanding a problem up and down And I see esoteric knowledge is coming to you. There also needs to be more of a balance of your divine masculine, divine feminine energies of the light and the dark. And then here with the doer as well, the more you can just do, like the more you can get done and just stay moving and enjoy yourself, the better you're going to feel today. We have the time guardian. You have time. So if you feel like, you know, you can't get everything done you want to get done, or if you feel like you're running out of time on any certain issue, Spirit's saying that's just not true. You do have time. We also have Lady Tatiana, be joyful. And this is about, like what I was saying, holding that attitude of gratitude in order to attract more to yourself. And then we have Gwyn and Eloise, attunement. And I feel like it's like we're finally coming back into space of getting into attunement and getting into alignment. And I'm going to read this one. Dear one, you never be surprised at the ways in which your connections to Mother and to the earth are being birthed into the world. If you are experiencing prophetic dreams, shifts through images and messages, and know that all insights are worthy of attention, and most especially your own. The inner world and the earth's magic are both speaking to you and wishing for you to answer. Do this by connecting with your own inner self. We know that you are searching for answers that are indeed within you, and that the path you are walking is not easy under your feet. We all return to her, the great goddess, our mother. The earth wishes for you to reconnect with her in simple, pleasant, and joyful ways. Friends and food, laughter and love. Do not fear your own true self, your intuitive self. There are many words your people use for the truth of who you are, which can lead to confusion, and there have been fear and suspicion seated in your minds, which can lead to mistrust. Know from your true magical self that you are a being of magic with a unique blend of earth, air, fire, water magic mixing up your spirit. You are receiving messages, and yes, you can hear them just as we can hear each other's thoughts before they have even developed into words. In time, you will come to understand these silent ways of communicating and know the truth of your being, of your belonging to the old ways, right? Like I was saying with all the knowledge, esoteric knowledge. Know that all beings, plants, animals, and etheric, have so much to share with you. You are never alone. I want to get some charms. So beautiful, speaking words of gratitude. I feel like this is the next step, speaking the words of gratitude into what it is that you're manifesting. I also see you might have some little like hatchings of, like you might see little hatchings of the manifestation, or feel what it feels like when your manifestation starts to come into fruition. I see as well too, like that's a baby, so cute. There's like a baby energy that's around you, or like maybe you're the baby, maybe you need to baby yourself. But it's just a gentle time of rebirth right now. And then here with the cherries, this makes me think of like the 90s and like a simpler time when I was at Roll wearing snake skin bell bottoms and also a matching snake arm bracelet, rollerblading around to Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die. So maybe just keep things simple today. Keep it simple, like the way things used to be. Also, I feel like there's two peas in a pod here. Even though these are cherries, I feel like there's reflections and there's connections and there's people around you who can be on your level and mirror your energy in a healthy way. I want one more charm. Ooh, we have the football helmet. Protect your crown today. Protect your crown. The number 12 might be significant to you. And also, I feel like we stepped on this new timeline right around the Super Bowl, because you know they use that day to harvest people's energy, and I feel like Spirit's just saying, just remember to stay on the highest timeline, you know. And a love message, please. Just a little love message. Please, I need space. I am watching you. I want to hear you scream my name. I want to reach out, but I don't know what to say. I know I fucked up big time. So that's your love message. Wow. All right. Well, that's what I got for you guys. Like if you liked it. Comment if you got something to say. Subscribe if you feel like it. And I'm just going to say thank you. Thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Ron, God Source, for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth and we thank you for the advice. Amora, Namaste, by the power of three Samotic, be always works, always a blessing. All right. Love you guys. Bye. Have a good day. and I will see you another time. Okay, bye guys. Love you.